Bring in signed.
Got
Who do
it.
we not have? We don't have signed Geet. We're not going to have Ashito. She's at a part-time gig for the first half of the day.
He works at Starbucks or something? I'm just kidding.
Let's see who we can get. And I don't want to just bother all these people. It would be too. We want to see who ends up panning out for us. I saw there were a couple people that put one person put a pull request in last night.
I think I saw that on
like,
the website.
Somebody's name is started with like an E.
Kirthi?
I
see one that I don't see. I don't recognize the avatar. Adjusting button component.
Who else are we missing? Yeah, Eternal 144. Who the heck is that?
That's Cece.
That's Cece?
Yeah.
It's not. Cece's name is Susie on here.
But on GitHub, she's Eternal.
Oh, that's her GitHub. Oh, okay. How'd she do?
No.
Did you check that?
Yeah, we need to test it, isn't it?
Okay. Let's see. Sangeet. I guess we don't really need anybody else at this point. So Jomar, how about you get us started off? What'd you do today? Or what'd you do yesterday, and what are you doing today?
Yesterday, I continued with purchasing information, specifically on the SM breakpoint. I worked on integrating the breadcrumb route by Maxim and adjusting the purchasing information title and the payment method table. For today, I'll continue with the SM breakpoint on the invoice history table and move on to MD breakpoint.
Did you get that, Maxim?
Yeah.
Okay. JP, what's your update for everyone?
Yeah. I pushed a branch for billing, add, and edit method payments. I didn't make the PR yet. Just want to finish the issues that Adrian mentioned on my other PR, because I might need to connect those the other components, so I will have a less conflict with them.
Okay. Chris, how about you?
I created the function that calling the tax API, implementing it into the backend app.js. I'm just working on testing it now before I push it.
Got it. And with that, Manan, what's your update for us?
I'm still working on FAQ functions, and I will figure out the block function also, why it's not working on staging.
Well, I thought you meant that pull request just had to be done.
Yeah. There is one pull request that has to be approved, but I will also create one more pull request, because that is old one, and after that I have updated the particular function.
Mm-hmm.
Can you elaborate more on what the FAQ functions you're talking about?
That's an FAQ function, so where we are specifying all the questions and answers that arises for the payment, support, anything for the TernKey.
Wow. Okay. Thank
Well,
you.
it shows up for turnkey and for general and for training, but we're only doing it for general and turnkey right now. Well, actually, I don't even think it's called turnkey. Pretty sure it's called product. Yes, there's a product FAQs page and there's a general FAQs page. So we need to, here, I'll share my screen for a sec, just so you know what. I'll just go over some of the new, all the new stuff real quick. So real easy pages, have the scrollable outline thing, a lot of text, just the questions. General FAQs, product FAQs, and then the actual information is stored in an Excel document that I shared with Manan. I don't, whoever else needs access, I can give access to, but that's just for the database stuff. The always page got an update. Things are separated into a featured, latest column, our picks, and then we'll probably have this same kind of thing, but with an arrow key that lets you scroll through a good amount, so that you're able to view about, like, I don't know, maybe like a good amount. But that's not until you like click here. You click cloud, then for cloud you would get these, and then you would get an area to look through it. That way we don't just have a convoluted space of just 50 giant tiles of different articles that are hard to look at. The contact page got a facelift too, because it just did not work at all.
Nice.
And I ended up using the same things as like one of these, as these guys, because these look nice from here and they're split. They have plenty of space and room, so I imagine that those are going to work much nicer. Those are updated. There's a resource page now that Maxim already threw together, and it's ready for merging. So Adrian, and downloads page. So Adrian, if you and Maxim can go ahead and get to looking into those. Some other stuff that happened. You can see little changes here. Mostly just these were changed underneath resources. You did that?
Yes.
So should I change these to merged or purple?
Purple.
Okay. So these have to be. And whenever I have a subsection inside of a section that's the same color, I just make it a little darker. So that's why there's some different colors going on there. What else happened? So I also I think I took some away. Or maybe I think I already fixed those up, the ones that I took away. So these are all the pages I'm focusing on doing. I'm focusing on doing a Cyrus page, focusing on doing a careers page, which basically should just send you to the LinkedIn for now, nothing crazy. A book meeting page, which is just going to be Calendly. We can use Calendly on the back end, but we want to use ChatGPT said something. I asked, can we use our own AI or UI? And it said, yeah, you just have to use a special kind of API for it. And so we'll do that for booking a meeting. So it's super easy, but we just want our UI we just want the right colors and stuff. Billing Resolution Center, that's going to be a big one, and that's going to be one that happens after the Support Hub page is finished, because it's going to follow a lot of the same logic. We need to add a communications preferences section to the profile setting, because I can already see we're going to have things such as this show up. A turn provide you with personalized communications, blah, blah, blah. Basically, can we solicit you through your email? Can we throw you newsletters and events and whatnot? And we need to give the ability for users to opt out of those notifications. So there's probably going to be one more one more section just pasted into the profile area. I don't know what it's going to look like quite yet, and I don't want to drag it down because right now I'm also doing the tips pages, which is more, instead of articles, it's more like explainers, just like short explainers on some things, kind of like a more advanced FAQ. And that's for the resources page. And another thing inside of the resources page is downloads, which is to the right of this, support hub, which is a bigger project, and then community. And community is mostly going to be talking about, I'm going to move stuff from Always over there, and I'm also going to just put stuff about our social media. So I'm most likely going to move events, and there's a couple of subheaders here. I'm going to move some of that stuff there and talk in more detail about our social medias and how we use them, how we'll have some open GitHub repos that people can contribute to, and stuff like that. This is the BTMC calculator. It's just called calculator now. That's going to be a downloadable as a C++ program. And we're going to have some white papers that are downloadable as well. This is actually a great one. They make explanations so much easier. So this is a downloadable white paper just talking about how we plan on entering the market, and it mostly circles around the fact that we want to form a community around the idea. We don't just want to simply throw technology at everybody and expect them to love it. We actually want to formulate a culture and an understanding of what the tech is before just throwing it on people. And then it shows like what our goals are for market share and whatnot. So this is going to be a downloadable. There's going to be a white paper for the G programming language. Because when something deserves more of an in-depth explanation, a little white paper serves a great purpose. A lot of people ask, well, why did you make the G language? Why didn't you just like make a converter for Java and stuff? Why would you make a new programming language? And we have to go into explanation. I want to have the white paper and just be like, we added like 5 new instructions so that a language could take full advantage of a ternary system from the jump. Like we wanted to build it alongside of the assembly language so that it was made specifically for it. But it, and yeah, I don't even want to get to translations of languages. It's kind of a controversial area. I don't know if we should do that, if it's technically smart or not. Maxim, you have any updates?
Yesterday I've worked on resources page and downloads page. So I fixed some layout.
Yeah, yesterday Maxim and I were actually talking to a lot of people, and it also got us thinking that Maxim, we're gonna get a Maxim boot camp going here. We got to throw like a playlist, like some kind of video, and Maxim's gonna go through and like make a little outline of all the topics he wants to touch on that he could do in like 5-10 minute videos. And so we definitely want to figure out a way to get that done. And make it so people can throw themselves through it. And hell, there's our first course. You can pay to be in Maxim's boot camp. Look at that. Then we'll get Adrian's boot camp. Do like Jira project management, something like that, or maybe less technical. We'll get Shivani's boot camp, right, Shivani?
Yeah, I get it.
You feeling better?
Not so, but it's fine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, well, I feel like we got everybody updated for the most part. So thanks everybody. That's Scrum for the day. We'll talk to you all later.
See you guys.